Hello YouTube. Told you I'd start recording immediately, didn't I? Back to Dwarf Fortress. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Perhaps a little late in the day to start drinking at 1 AM, but you know, it's okay. It's fine. No reason to get upset. No reason to get silly. So, what's going on in the fortress? What's the deal here? Let's unpause things. Oh, they've dug out the goblet storeroom. That's good. So I'm going to presume it's finished goods that goblets are. Like a big old finished goods stockpile. Come in here, click that. Go to settings. Finished goods, forbid all types, and then allow goblets. Lovely. So goblets can go in there. That's fine. And then anybody who wants a goblet can get one out of there. It's going to be great. Now, rocket chain first or glass making first? That's the question. What's the plan here? Do I start our bucket chain? Oh, hang on, we've got to link this other floodgate up, haven't we? That makes a lot more sense. Add F obsidian floodgate. Obsidian mechanisms. Lovely, there we go. And just got to wait for that to happen. In the meantime, let's take a look at where we're storing our sand. Now here is our glass industry zone. It's a little bit cramped up with the smelteries, but that's fine. There's not really any obvious space to keep the sand stockpiles in. I suppose we could do it here, right? But sand is one of those awkward ones, isn't it? It's always a problem. If I come up to this floor here and take a look, we should have a standing order for sand collection, which has been suspended for some reason. Question mark. Why is that happening? Maybe I should put it as an order through the manager rather than through the workshop itself. That might make more sense. Hello Diana, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. Well, to be honest, I have to say, for me, jogging is not something that really lifts my mood very often anyway, regardless of the time it's done. But, you know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe that's just because I'm a lazy slob. Which is, you know, definitely the case. Anyway, where are we? Someone's collecting sand. That is good. That is a guy collecting sand, right? It is. Very nice. And now we just need somewhere to store that sand, because otherwise it's just going to be a complete waste of time. Now, ideally, we want it on the production floor. We want it somewhere around here. I suppose I could dig out a little sand storage pile here, but that means going over the smelteries. Do we want to do that? I'm not really sure we do, right? That seems a little bit of a bad organisation. We could put it in here, actually. This wouldn't be too bad a place for a sand stockpile. Screw it, we'll do it there. So, holes in here. Dig all the way across with the mouse. I know, it's unorthodox, but every now and again, I like to do something a bit wacky. I like to be a bit crazy. As you do. That's probably a good enough room for a sand stockpile, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. Now, do I add any rock goblets to my glass goblet order? Just so we actually have some when people start dining in the dining hall. Let's take a look at the dining hall. Still got a ways to go before all the engraving's finished, or have we? Oh my god, they've finished all the engraving! Time to do the walls, it would seem. Let's start with here. There we go. Do that. And go all the way across here. Lovely. All the way up here. Fantata. Over here. Oh yeah. Lovely. So that's all that done. I suppose I could do this with the mouse as well, couldn't I? There we go. Oh, that feels nice. Every now and again, using the mouse, it's nice, it's a bit of fun. Using it all the time, not so much. Don't use it as a crutch. Use it as just a little tool that you break out every now and again, just to make a little bit of difference, just for a quick change. Nothing too wacky, just a bit of mouse use. There we go, nearly done. And bosh, the entire dining room is now designated for engravings. Exciting stuff. And they're bringing the tables down, which is good, and that means our masons should be hard at work banging out tables and chairs. Excellent. Excellent. Excuse me. So, let's have a little peeky poo. It looks like the steel levels are going down. I'm a little concerned. Let's have a little look at our stocks and check that that's not actually the case. Bars, steel bars, definitely going up. I think it's just an artifact of them going into bins rather than sitting there externally. Although it does look like we've also got some tin here. Yeah, we've got some tin. Maybe I should order up some tin goblets to go with the other stuff. Then again, do I really give enough of a fuck about that? Are goblets really that much of a thing for me, or am I just killing time until someone gets the pit ready for making the magma go hard? Excuse me, I think I'm really just getting overexcited for the adamantine at the moment. In a minute, once this floodgate's all hooked up. Oh, hello, it might actually be Look, it might actually be hooked up now. Not quite, we've still got one more trigger to do. You know what? There we go. Let's make that a now job, rather than a later job. Could probably dig this out to be slightly better. You know what, I'm going to make it a zone. Here we go. Now, forgive me if I do this wrong, but right, I just need to put... The zone needs to be over the hole, right? So there, make it a pit pond, wash, one room. And then we do lots and lots and lots of individual pit ponds to which we then assign people to put buckets of water in. Yeah? Straight from the well, I would assume. Looking at this, we've got one more layer to dig out, haven't we? D, H... Oh, hello, what's the poop for? What's going on here? This could be an infinite cave-in. Question mark tidy? Are you sure? Question mark. Is that the Magma Sea? Yes. Well, no, not quite. This is just... well, it's part of the Magma Sea, I think, these bits, but I don't think we're going to get an infinite cave-in just from digging out a few channels here, right? We should be good. We should be good. I'll keep trying. I'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. H, priority 4, dig those out, and then we'll put pit zones over the top of them. Also, let's change the settings for all these. So, P for pit pond, set pit pond information, F is pit, is pond. And does that then not fall? Does that mean that I can... No, don't assign any animals. Even a tame magpie. Don't assign any animals. Just assume that setting it to a pond works. Up there. P, P, P. Fuck's sake. Up to this one. Oh my god, I'm confused now. Activity zone. P for pit pond. There we go. Set pit pond information. F for... Okay. I think we're good. And then escape for done. Up. P, capital P, F. Escape. Up. P, capital P, F. Escape. Here we go. Up. P, capital P, F. Escape. Lovely, we're doing it. P, capital P, F. Escape. Up. P, capital P. X? Where'd that come from? F. Escape. I fucked it up. P, P, F, Esc. P, P, F, Esc. P. Oh, I went wrong. P, P, F. Escape. That one's already a P, P, F. Escape. Here we go. We're getting there. P, P, F. Escape. P, P, F. Escape. We've done the top row nearly. P, capital P, F. Escape. Lowercase p, capital P, F. Escape. Lowercase p, capital P, F. Escape. Oh my goodness. Look at the speed with which I execute these orders. Execute order PPF escape. That's what Palpatine said, isn't it? PPF escape? Get in there, get in there. It's getting a little bit repetitive, isn't it? I mean, I'm the one playing the game, not actually watching people play the game, and it's getting repetitive for me. So goodness knows how you're feeling right now. Tedious to the hilt, I would imagine. Bang. Right, that should result in people coming down here with buckets of water and trying to fill it up, right? Question mark? Has this been hooked up yet? Not quite, but it doesn't need to be. The floodgates are closed, so it's not too bad. The water system has not yet been established, Righteous. We're just currently setting up the pit pond area, and hopefully people will come down with buckets of water and start filling this up. We don't have any idlers at the moment, so either that means that lots of people are currently on their way to fill this pond up, or I didn't have any prior to that, and it's just because there's other stuff going on in the fortress that we don't have any idlers. Oh man. Not seeing any dwarves. Oh, there's some dwarves there. They appear to be just hanging out. Oh no, they're going down. Don't worry, they're on their way. They're on their way. Let's have a look at the. Let's have a look at the well itself. That should be seeing some activity. It is. Look, excellent. Okay, this is good. Down to the hole, down to the pit. Are they actually pouring water in yet? So far, nobody's there, but we might get something going on. A very user-friendly game. Very true, Hibernary. The most user-friendly game ever made, I think. It isn't. Hello, Polusanaya. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. And Bergendorf. Oh, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated, and welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Heavens above, why did the notification not trigger? Very weird. Very weird. We do have buckets. We have a fairly substantial supply of buckets, Sal. He says, checking nervously. Buckets, there we go. 20 tin buckets, a pecan wood bucket, a plum wood bucket, a saguaro wood bucket, etc, etc. We've got at least 40 buckets and more. So we should end up seeing some water going in. However... Oh, hello, look, here come the bucket boys. It's a chain. It's a chain of buckets. And... okay, it's going to need to be a little bit more aggressive if it's going to fill the whole thing up. One Z level may well evaporate before anyone gets there. Just one slightly moistened square. He's left the fucking bucket behind, hasn't he? You little tittock. And it's evaporated and just left a muddy patch on the floor. Okay, we're going to need a little bit more pizzazz with this, lads. We're going to need some, you know, aggressive attempts at making this happen. There we go. Don't dump the bucket. Of course they dump the bucket. And although they dumped the bucket, they don't seem to have brought any water. Weird. Strange. Unusual. Odd. Why? Why? What's going on here? Maybe we should just not stare at this, because a watched pot, as the adage goes, never boils. And we want this to be boiling as quick as possible, so we're going to look away. I'm seeing lots of people coming up from down below, so maybe the bucket chain has begun? Someone's throwing a tantrum. That's not ideal. Who's throwing a tantrum? A woodcutter. Well, yeah, I suppose he's probably upset with his lot in life, isn't he? Dwarves, famous for using stone. He's in charge of getting hold of the wood that we rarely use for anything. I mean, beds, sure. Oh! Hello. It looks like my goblet order's starting to be fulfilled. Let's have a little look and see how many have been done. 4. Big numbers. Very exciting. Bergendorf, you are one of a very few tier... you may be the only tier 3 subscriber at the moment, but there have been others, and I'm not sure if they still are, though. That's the thing. I feel like somebody may have attempted to compete with you by going for the tier 3 as well, and then I don't know. They just stopped. Or maybe not. I need to check. You know what? I do look at the numbers every now and again, but it's not something I keep a hawkish eye on, because I feel like either you're going to get too excited when the numbers peak, or you're going to feel a bit bummed out if the numbers aren't quite what you're expecting. So, you know, I just let the numbers work as they are. I am slightly interested, because we've run a few ads since it became an option for me. I am quite interested to see how much that's generated, if it's generated any money at all. I'm imagining, because just the random pre-roll ads that were coming prior to me actually starting to do ads in the break, they were generating about £2.50 over the course of 4 months or so. So it'd be interesting to see what actually running some ads would have done to that number. Who knows? I'm in the bath, it's red hot, and there are red LEDs in it. I'm not far from the inevitable and imminent dwarf in lava. You could do some serious RP in there if you've got like red lava lights in your bath. That sounds pretty cool. LEDs in the bath. I mean, provided it's wired up properly and you're not about to get electrocuted. It sounds cool. If you are about to get electrocuted, then for goodness sake, man, get out of the bath. Save yourself. Don't be a slave to blinking lights. That's craziness. Bucket Boys sounds like a shitty boy band. It sounds more like a folk band or some kind of bluegrass outfit. Well, I'm glad everyone's getting on in chat. It's good. It's nice to have a little cadre of people who enjoy like hooking up every now and again, or at a regular interval, I suppose. It's good. Dwarf Fortress is possibly the best category to stream in and get a decent crowd, I think. I've tried other games. Dark Souls has a fairly, a crowd who turns up to watch, but I don't know, I feel like Dwarf Fortress just feels more chill, more relaxed. I'm not minding the Sunday streams too much. That's a good point, Tidy, actually. The reason we moved to Sunday is now no longer a requirement. So I can, if I want to, move my streams back to Monday. So if anybody thinks that's a good idea, let me know. We can talk about it in the Discord. There's no need to make a decision about it now. But if it's easier for people, I can do Mondays and Thursdays instead of Sundays and Thursdays. All that really achieves for me is spreading my streams out slightly more during the week, but not by a huge amount. I mean, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There isn't much in it. It doesn't really make much difference. There is now an image in Discord. Hello. Let's have a quick look at the Discord and see what's going on. Bear with me. Clicky, clicky. Openy, openy. That doesn't look too... Oh, it's in the Cryptbeards room. Oh, wow! Oh man, that is a cool bath. That is very cool. I'm going to show that to Kel, and I'll be like, this is what one of the viewers has got in their bathroom. Shall I wire our bath up? And then she'll either look at me like, you're going to fuck the bath up if you do that. Or she'll say, well, maybe we should get a whole new bath. A whole new bath for washing parts of your anatomy. As you say, as they do. Sunday, Monday and Tuesday streams. You know what? I want to do more streams, but it's just getting the impetus, just getting over that hurdle to do so. I don't think Kel's like I utterly opposed to me doing. I mean, maybe another regular night is off the cards, but maybe we could do like a regular daytime stream as well as something. I don't know. There is space for more streams. It's just difficult to schedule them. It's difficult to demand that Kel puts up with me getting up at like 2 in the afternoon on 3 nights a week instead of 2, right? It doesn't seem very nice of a thing to ask for, so we'll see. We'll see. Aladdin in the bath. Aladdin the bath. Oh my god. I missed the pun somehow, even though it was like a savagely direct pun. Good lord. Ah. Where was I? Sorry, save. There we go. I got. For a moment, my brain went to thoughts of Aladdin for no real reason, and now I'm also looking for other Disney songs appropriate for bath-based song puns. It never works out well when I go for musical stings and little interludes. Whenever I sing songs and stuff, pardon me, it gets some of my worst content ever. Of course, apart from the Koksuku band. It's been ages since we had any musical instruments, hasn't it? Here's me, sitting here thinking that one of my trademarks for my Dwarf Fortress streams is when I make the sound of instruments that traders have brought, and I haven't done it for months. Literal months, since the beginning of lockdown. Pre-lockdown, in fact. I don't think I had any in the last Fortress. It's this crazy undead nonsense, isn't it? That's what it is. Oh. Sounds rough. Dear oh dear. Oh dear, well condolences. Hopefully things will work out better. Where were we? Sorry, I got distracted there. It's my task now to lighten the mood. Bring us back. Bring us back. Where were we? Looking at the dining hall getting done? No. Let's go and look at the magma tunnels. Shift F2. How is the bucket chain doing? Very badly, by the look of things. It doesn't appear like anything's really happened. We've had maybe 2 buckets brought down and dumped. That's about as far as it goes. So, pit pond. Okay, so this one at the bottom isn't even a pit pond. Pond. There we go. So, come up here. That's already a pond. What about this one? Already a pond. This one? Already a pond. Enter a sign. What does that mean? Oh, animals. No, don't put a mule in there. That's madness. What we want to do is put those mules in an actual pasture. Why not? Why not? If we go up to where the sand's being collected, there we go, press I, click on that, there we go. And now we can say Shift N and add any animals that aren't already there. Well, grazers of course, let's get rid of the non-grazers. Stray mule can go in. The kangaroo buck skeleton can stay in the cage. I don't think we're going to uncage any of the undead. That doesn't make sense. You want caged undead all the time, as best you can. We've completed the instruments now. Ah, maybe we have. Maybe I've gone through all of the instruments possible in Dwarf Fortress. I feel like once you get to a certain point with the random generated musical instruments, it kind of starts repeating a bit, doesn't it? You end up with a lot of very similar but not quite the same instruments. There was some really good, in r/Dwarf Fortress, there was some really good posts recently of somebody who's been doing like 3D renders of the descriptions. Oh, I've got 2 messages in Reddit for some reason. Question mark. Oh, okay, it's a couple of bots. That's fine. It's my post on r/Dwarf Fortress getting some bot attention. Very exciting. Bear with me. I'm just going to go and see if I can find one of these renders to put a link to in chat while we let the game play on a bit. Let's go somewhere more interesting to look at. There's something going on here. We can watch them placing all of these tables and chairs. I'm going to do a quick scroll down. Can I see the legendary items? I see Sal's video there. Well worth a watch. Everybody go check that out. There goes a Krug Smash. Come on. Show me one of the 3D rendered artifacts. It was really good. There was like an obsidian ring of some kind, I think. Okay, I'm spending too long scrolling down a subreddit. But you guys can find that, I'm sure. You'll be able to hunt it down. It can't be that far down, can it? Right, that said, r/Dwarf Fortress is a fairly popular subreddit. It does push things down pretty quickly. A glass wind instrument. Nah, it's just a hand-drawn thing. That's not what I'm looking for. It's similar, but not quite the same. Oh, is this it? The Rodum? Oh, these are little drawings of the musical instruments. Okay. Well worth a watch. Okay, well you guys can go and find our /Dwarf Fortress and have a little look in there yourselves. You'll see the stuff. You'll see it. It's easy enough to find, don't worry. Yeah, the artifact guy doing the 3D renders. I imagine they're probably a lockdown thing, I would imagine, because I think they started appearing at the beginning of lockdown. We haven't seen too many of them, so I'm guessing they're just picking their favourites and posting them. I don't think anyone did post the Koksuku band, but I don't know how much context. I don't know. Does it make sense as a post in r/Dwarf Fortress? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not opposed to anyone posting it, but I mean, don't blame me if the post gets taken down. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Oh, well, Righteous needs a little bit of democratic aid. He's asking for your help with a poll. Not that kind of poll, you dirty perverts. Let's type a new poll and say, late night pizza? Question mark. The answers are Turtle Power, of course, for yes, cook pizza, and for no, we're going to say, I prefer Shredder. No, not Shredder. What was the guy? Shredder was the bad guy. No, Shredder was the rat. Shredder was... What was the... Shredder! Oh no, Shredder was the bad guy, so Shredder. I prefer Shredder. There we go. What was the name of the rat again? Splinter. That was it. There we go. It's a 2-minute poll. Hopefully you'll understand the answers that I've given you there. But we are now deciding, should Righteous Boner make pizza? It's a little late. It's a little late, but, you know, I'm going to personally put on a yes. I'm going to say Turtle Power. I could have used Cowabunga. Oh, here we go. Is this the render? I'm going to click on it. Yes, it is the Oily Dweller. Ah, yes. Look at that. That's a really cool 3D render. I might do one of these. I've been inspired. Although, having said that, I think the actual engravings they've done around the ring would look a lot shitter if I'd done them. I could probably model the ring itself, not too bad. But the engravings? No. I'm not what you would call excellent. Oh, look, there's another one. Eaten Frightful. Oh, hang on a minute. Have you just done this guy's history on the... okay, that's that guy's history. That makes sense. That's why we can see all these things. Skull's Letters, the large elf bone helmet. Very nice. I like it. Entry tattoo. Oh, this guy's been doing quite a bit of 3D art. I like the crown as well. Doesn't have the name in the title. Well worth a check. Click on the old Clinodev's link there. Well worth a little look. Okay, let's get back into it. Let's not post things I have to remove from the subreddit. It makes me sad. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Although you could look at it. If someone wants to put the link to the video in chat, that's fine, I suppose. People have seen it. It is in the Discord if people want to go and look at it. But as one of the more complicated and hard work resultant pieces of viewer media that has spun off of this, I quite like it. I like the idea that people watch that video. It's cool. It's as cool as the time that someone did a watercolour painting of my adamantine spear. That was good. Well, it looks like the vote is in, and 86% of respondents, that's 6 people, have said Turtle Power, or, if you prefer, Cowabunga, although that is more of a Bart Simpson meme. Yes, make some pizza. Although one person, constituting 14% of the people responding to the poll, said they prefer Shredder. So, I mean, take it or leave it. Someone did say no, but most of the people said yes, which I would take as a pro-pizza stance, right? I think so. There we go. Actual real cheese, not some yellow mass which has real cheese as a minor ingredient. Oh, I've missed something there. There's some context. Dave is currently talking about food. Oh, God, you're making people hungry, sir. You're making people hungry. Okay, so let's go and have a look and see if any more buckets have got down there and Oh, okay. So, we aren't exactly seeing what I would describe as a flood, but there is some water in position down here. And presumably someone will come along in a minute and be able to channel out that bottom piece where we can put in a few more posts for people to empty buckets of water at. I'm slightly irked that they just dump the buckets down when they're done. Hopefully they're not forbidden. No, they're all perfectly available. Does mean somebody has to come down here to get a bucket, then back upstairs and then down again, which is not ideal. We could do with a few more dwarves on hand, I think. Why is this person standing here just buggering around? Sarvesh the peasant. So, Sarvesh the peasant, what's your deal? What's your deal? Are you one of those old moody dwarves? I'm going to sort by happiness and see if I find Sarvesh at the bottom of the list. No. Sarvesh is a perfectly happy dwarf. Nowhere near the bottom. Urist and Iral are the sad sacks in the fortress, but Sarvesh here just seems to be hanging around, doing his thing. Hello. That one went straight back down to 1. Yeah, they're evaporating before it gets filled up, aren't they? Maybe I need to have some walls around the edge to form a staging chamber or something? Nah, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. It'll probably take a while. Hopefully once those extra bits have been channeled out on the side, we'll be able to sort something out. Get a few more people around it, turn a few people's tasks off, stop them from hauling furniture and get them on bucket duty. I mean, maybe we don't have enough buckets. Maybe I should make a bucket stockpile around the well. That seems like a bit of a top tier play, doesn't it? Let's have a look at that. P. G for finished goods. I presume buckets are finished goods. And then I'm going to just do... I know it's 4 separate stockpiles. That's fine. I can deal with that. Click S down to finished goods. Forbid all types. And get sweet, sweet buckets. Oh. Did I just miss them, or am I? Fudge. Does anyone know where buckets exist? Harold Beaver, not a cheese fan, it would seem. I love a bit of cheese myself. Not a fan of the various cheeses. I suppose it takes all sorts, and some cheeses are particularly pungent. There's a shop in London that you can smell from about a block away because it just sells the most powerfully malodorous cheeses. I can't remember where it is. It's somewhere near Soho, sort of somewhere between Charing Cross and Covent Garden. No, it's more. Maybe on the other side of Covent Garden? I'm not sure, but it's down there. Stuff like Kasumazu. Oh, hello. This looks like we've got our third Google of the evening. Let's have a little look at what Kasumazu looks like. I'm imagining it's going to be a stultifyingly ugly cheese. Let's go to the Wikipedia page. Kasumazu, Sardinian pronunciation Kazumadzu, literally rotten/putrid cheese, also called Kasumod, Kasukundidadu, and Kasufrazigu in Sardinia, is a traditional Sardinian sheep milk cheese that contains live insect larvae, maggots. A variation of the cheese, Kasugi Merzu, is also produced in some southern Corsican villages. Derived from Pecorino, Kasumazu goes beyond typical fermentation to a stage of decomposition brought about by the digestive action of the larvae of the cheese fly, Porphyria caseae. These larvae are deliberately introduced to the cheese, promoting an advanced level of fermentation and breaking down the cheese's fats. The texture of the cheese becomes very soft with some liquid called lagrima, Sardinian for teardrop, seeping out. The larvae themselves appear as translucent white worms, about 8 mm or 0.3 inches long. Okay. I mean, I am not drawn to that. You know, but maybe I'd try it. Maybe I'd give it a go. I don't know. It depends how brave I felt at the time. Or probably more likely how much I'd had to drink before it came to the table. Anyway, buckets. Buckets. Does anybody... Buckets of furniture, according to Clinidev. Okay, I can get behind that. D, furniture. Where's the furniture? Querns, cabinets, buckets. Correct, they are furniture. I don't know why I questioned that. It's insane. You know your onions. Or, more accurately, your buckets. Disable that. Go back to furniture. Enable. Type forbid. Go down to... Wait. Buckets? They're gone. There they are. Second page. Come on, scoundrel. Get with the program. S... This is already buckets. Good. Then over here. S. Buckets, buckets, buckets. Furniture. Enable. Disable the finished goods. Over here. Forbid. Buckets. There we go. And then down here we say S. Disable the finished goods. This is it. This is it. We're nearly there, people. Enable furniture / siege ammo, which of course is a perfectly sensible group of categories. I mean, not much difference between furniture and siege ammunition. Am I right? No. My sister threw out the soft cheese I bought her as a "you're not pregnant anymore" gift because it stunk her fridge out, and honestly, that's fair enough. Oh man, I forgot that you can't have soft cheese and stuff while you're pregnant, can you? I remember when Curl was pregnant, we never had any brie or anything. Mind you, we don't normally have brie anyway. One of my viewers, says Sal, is called maggot cheese. That's interesting. That works on multiple levels now because there's this cheese with the thin, silky maggots, and there's also purring maggot cheese in the game. It makes perfect sense. I cannot stand the odour of Parmesan cheese when I enter a restaurant. It's foul, and I've wondered if the restaurant thinks it's good. You know what? I love the taste of Parmesan, but you're right, the smell is something else. It's not ideal. But without Parmesan, how can we have proper lasagna or meatball club? I almost exclusively have it on spaghetti bolognese, which is interesting. I suppose it makes sense in lasagna, doesn't it? Or is it part of the sauce? I'm not sure. Because I've only ever had it sprinkled on top of stuff. Parmesan that is low quality is high in butyric acid, a chemical which gives vomit its distinctive smell, and Hershey's chocolate. Disgusting stuff. I believe furniture was the original catch-all stockpile, and he's hesitant to move things out of it for newer, more appropriate stockpiles. I suppose that makes sense. Save all the stockpile refactoring for later down the line when it makes more sense. Bin off the bucketing and tap an underground lake. That's very risky. I'm not sure the risk-reward ratio is good enough to warrant fucking around with underground lakes. It seems like it could end up going very poorly. Then again, this is not exactly causing enormous progress, is it? They linked up that floodgate yet? They have. Good. Not that there's much of a flood to hold back, to be honest. I didn't realise a bucket was only one level of magma, that of the water. That's insane, especially considering we have open magma on the floor here. Mind you, it looks like the chain's getting a little bit more... Oh, it was a bucket collector. Bah. Excuse me. Heavens above. No, that does make sense, Clinidev. I would imagine never is more likely than ever. Okay. We need to start levelling up our armour smiths, don't we? Especially considering one of them just lost their marbles and went nutso. I'm just going to have a quick look and see who our best armour smith is currently. We don't have... Oh, okay. If I sort by nothing rather than has nickname, that's probably going to make things easier. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 armour smiths. Oh! The one who went berserk is no longer berserk. They're just very unhappy. Aristogreth. You know what? Let's take a deep dive. Let's have a little look at Aristogreth. Q. There he is, the armourer. Let's take a little peek at them and see what they like. Society flourishes when lawbreakers are punished. Okay. She has become haggard and drawn due to the tremendous stresses, lonely, being away from people, lonely, worried, needs to pray to their god, lack of decent meals, makes sense. Well, without using a goblet thing should be finished soon. Embarrassed, dwelling upon sleeping without a proper room. They should be claiming the bedroom's fine by now, right? We've got plenty of bedrooms. Okay. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Baby salsa for new babby. Why not, Sal? Why not? Let's do that. You. Where's you? There we go. Let's go and find... find you first, I suppose, wouldn't we? There's Salford Sal, or Salford Sal, if you want to pronounce it more correctly. Let's press V, after relationships, and then we find the youngest son, Minkot Muthcat Kitcrossed. Okay, Minkot Muthcat Kitcrossed. Here are the M's. Melville, Meng, Moldath. Huh. Okay, let's sort by alphabetical order. That makes more sense. Oh. Okay, let's sort by profession and then find the babies. That's the best way. Professional babies. Huh. Okie dokie. Minkot Muthcacricross appears to be gone. Oh. Not dead, are they? Different baby daddy. Oh, Sal. Hello. Look at this. Oh, okay. So, Bada? Where do we find Minkot Muthcacricross? They're clearly not here. Let's try reading the dwarves. I might have missed something here. Oh, the population's dropped considerably. Holy shit. Oh, there it is. Okay, I haven't refreshed it since we actually had a fresh babby. So, set nickname. And the nickname was Baby Salsa. There we go. Commit. So 7, 8, 9. I've lost 2 dwarves since the last check on the numbers. That's a bit worrying. Slightly concerned. 57 adults, 15 children, and 4 vulnerable babies. Salmonella. Ah, not the worst idea. I missed the beginning of the project, says Clinadev. What are you doing with the buckets? You get 1 bucket order per pond zone, which I imagine you know, but sometimes people don't know to do 5 1 times pond zone, not 15 times 1 pond zone. Question mark? Hold on. Okay, I'm not sure I'm understanding what you're saying there, but I think I've done the second one. If we go down here, what you will see is I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 individual squares for people to chuck buckets of water in. So I think that's probably exactly the wrong way you said, right? Looks good. Okay. Good. At least some of the water's still there. That's an option. Still got... No, it is evaporating fairly quickly. We do need to get more people on the bucket chain. And we'll never break the bucket chain. I mean, I suppose... You know how I bring magma down by doing big stairwells? I suppose I could do that for the 3rd floor caverns, right? We come up to here. What I could do is go to the floor above, dig across, and dig a shaft down from here to where I am magmaring, and then just have water come down from there. Oh god, that could be a frame killer as well though. Having said that, the bucket chain doesn't appear to be the most powerful vector for water. Polyandry? There was a Louis Theroux thing with polyandry in recently, Dave. Check it out for all the hot details. Well, either we leave this and don't watch it for ages in the hope that it actually results in some sort of accumulation of fluids, or I think it might make more sense to fill, like, let's go back down there. This is an absurd idea, but it might actually work. So, floodgates all the way around, connected to one lever, and then ever decreasing circles till the middle, and then, oh no, how would they get to it to pop it? No, it wouldn't work. Pants. Pantsu. Oh look, is that adamantine? No, it's praise clusters. For a second there, I thought there was a second spire available. That would have been exciting. Top tier. Have you guys seen the drama on the official forum when dwarves started to divorce and have affairs? It was like Bay 12 suddenly got taken over by the National Legion of Decency. I had no idea Dwarf Fortress was so popular with nuns. You would think for a game which routinely involves the slaughtering of puppies, people would be a little bit more accepting of some marital infidelity. It seems like a weird battle to pick, a strange hill to die on. I certainly don't see why anyone would get upset about it. Or maybe they just think love is pure and uncorruptible. Seems a little weird though. Tap it directly and put a floodgate in. Those loose rocks in the winding cage are. I would watch Mary Whitehouse's Dwarf Fortress stream. I would too, mainly because it would be like a mouldering old corpse. She's been dead for decades. That would be an interesting thing. Or it could be like the cast of the Mary Whitehouse Experience returning. Although I'm not sure you're going to get Rob Smith. Is it Rob Smith? I think it's Rob Smith. And David Baddiel in a room together. That seems unlikely. Anyway, where were we? Sorry. Mary Whitehouse Undead Slayer. Well, I mean, she'd have to be undead rather than a slayer. I mean, so she'd be suicidal. That makes kind of sense, I suppose. I know what you mean, Dave. I definitely know what you mean. People get all sorts of upset about the most inane nonsense and then expect you to sort of start waving their flag with them, and you're like, oh, fuck off. Get over it. Come on. The world's a changing. Just let it happen. You can't stop it. And if you try, you're going to get fucked up. Where were we? We were looking at the fortress vis-a-vis getting water down there. Now, I think if we're going to do that strategy of piercing an aquifer down there, what I might do is actually pop some more floodgates. No. We go down to the floor where this is. I'm going to open the floodgates first. So, pull now. No. Add. Pull. Now. There we go. That should open the floodgates. I don't think we're at risk of losing any bucket water if the floodgates open. And then from there, I want to get down here and say priority number 1. No, I've up downstairs. I want to dig some up downstairs from here all the way up. Ah, no, they need to go at least one step back. So go down, dig out 3 wide, that far over. I bonk, bonk, bonk. Up. Please, no penetrate. Lovely. Go, keep going up. Not going down. Oh crap. Oh no. So down to there. Dig across here. Go. I. Up. Okay. So then we say to there, we dig across to here, and then we also go up, dig across to there, and then we do one more set of up downstairs there, and then if we channel this bit here, it should yield water flooding all the way down, although then there's no escape route for the person who dug that channel. Ah, buggery. Well, we'll deal with that later once it's all started to be dug out. I think I have a cohesive plan here. Could be wrong, but I think I've got a cohesive plan. Said the man who very rarely has cohesive plans. I might not even have any fucking miners. That could be a problem. That could be a problem. People get her and Barbara Woodhouse confused. My goodness. Punch a hole in the roof, let it spray in? It's a bit much. It's a bit much. Wait to tap the water, put some floodgates in first. Yeah, that's a good point. I will do that. But we'll get the infrastructure done. We'll dig the tunnels and we'll see how it goes. I might just remove these zones because the bucket thing's a bust, I think. Yeah. IX will remove zones, and then we'll just remove all that. There we go. I might even floor it over, you know. I'm slightly concerned that no one came down to dig those channels. That worries me a little bit. I mean, these digs are priority 1 here, yet nobody's come to do anything about it. Just going over to Dwarf Therapist to check we have any miners actually active. Okay, there's a few other jobs in the mix, but honestly, nothing that should be stopping people from mining. Maybe we don't have enough picks. Can I make tin picks? That might be an option. JMQ PICK. Fuck off. Pick, there we go. Copper pick, bronze pick, steel pick. Nope, of course we can't have tin picks. That would be stupid and insane. I'll tell you what, should we just make some steel picks? I may as well. We've got some steel. Let's do it. Let's have. Let's order up 10 so I can have a potential military squad of pick wielders. Should I want to draft my miners, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Oh, someone's been taken by melancholy. That's not a good sign. Although, if we look down at the psychological happiness profile down here, nobody's in the worst level, 2 in the medium level, and none in the just below happy level. Everyone's either content or happy. This is good. This feels like this fortress might be doing quite well, oddly enough. Oh, of course, that makes sense, yeah. Tin is not a weapon or armour material. I've still only got 2 or 3 idlers. Just looks like the bucket chain wasn't actually making that much of a difference, which is strange. Alright, let's floor off this magma first. B constructed floor. Do it like this. 3, 4, 5. There we go. Enter, and we'll make it out of diorite because it's close. Up to the surface here, and I would like another floor, please. This one can come across this gap here. Bosh. Diorite, and then floor. There we go. More diorite, lovely. And then I can do an enormous one all the way across here, all the way from there to there. Enter, diorite, done. And that should close off the water chamber. Although again, nobody's picked up these orders. Hopefully the steel picks will get made with relative speed and we'll actually get some digging going on. Although, I'm sure I've seen dwarves dig without picks before. I could be wrong, but I think I've seen them do it. We did find out who the father of your 5th child was, Sal. It was certainly not Archimedes. Let's check the lineage of all your progeny. Let's have a little look quickly and make sure, just so we can understand how these things work. Oh, there you are. Look, self and self. V for view. Yep. R for relationships, and then so potato salad. We have to actually go to them to get their parentage. That's Archimedes. Archimedes. And we can just go straight to the older sister. So that is Archimedes 2. Let's go to the brother. Archimedes. Go to the younger brother. Archimedes. Older sister. Archimedes. Eldest Archimedes. Okay, it looks like we've got actually, they might all be with Archimedes, just I saw his other name. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Okay, they're all Archimedes' kids. Don't worry. Don't worry. You haven't been getting around. Or maybe you have. I don't know. Round, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around. Ooh, I get around. Heavens above. Disastrous little musical interlude. Probably a very bad idea. Oh my god, it's only 2 AM. I'm starting to flag. I'm starting to flag. It looks like, though, with an hour to go, we might actually end up getting our water system sorted. Very exciting. Someone's actually taken up the order. Excellent. Hopefully it will be Claycree, our level 20 miner, who will just churn through the rock like a hot knife through butter. That would be ideal. Excuse me, plugging away. I want another one now, but I should have only got 2 left. I should save them for next stream, or for an occasion when I can drink them without immediately going to bed. Claycree. Oh, has Claycree died? Did I? No, he's still alive, as far as I see. Yeah. Alive, relatively happy. He's up here in Dwarf Therapist. Take a look. There you go, look. Oh, Claycree. He's oh so happy. He's gone now, but you saw him. You saw him. Probably someone else. Someone with a similar name, I would guess. Come on. Get down here and start digging, people, please. What are they all busy with? I cancelled all the orders for that. Oh, maybe they're all hauling goblets. That's a possibility. I do an order here. How many goblets have been made? 50. To be fair, it's not a lot. But they have made 5 of those steel picks, so I'm guessing our miners will be kicking into action pretty rapidly, right? That's a very good metaphor, a very apt metaphor, Dave. And Tidy mourned for Claygree. Ah, who mourns for Morn? I think that might be one of my favourite Star Trek episodes of all time, actually. The episode where the guy uses one of his stomachs to smuggle latinum for Quark. Does anyone remember that one? Deep Space Nine? Or am I barking up the wrong tree? I've not seen it for a very long time, to be fair. Nobody's dug out this area here either. Mind you, I'm not so fussed about the sand stockpile at the moment, because it does seem like goblets are being made, which suggests that the sand is being collected, unless there just happen to be a lot of sand already done. Let's go and look at the workshop that does the sand collection, see if it's suspended the job. No, it's doing fine. Although for some reason they've decided to make green glass goblets here, and that's not really a thing they can do, considering there's no magma underneath, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Right, anyone actually doing the digging? Oh, the digging took about 10 seconds to get going, and then they stopped. It's Iden. It's alright. He's a low-rank miner. He's not one of our best. We don't have to worry too much. I don't recall a stomach smuggling episode, no? Well, I don't know if I think he was hiding Quark's latinum for him or something. Oh, no, I can't remember the actual... I just remember I enjoyed the episode. I think it's something to do with him faking his death and everyone coming out of the woodwork to try and inherit his money. I could be wrong, though. Right, okay, again, we're in the world of slow rewards here. The bucket chain wasn't coming anywhere near fast enough, and it feels like this digging is going to take a while too. Annoying. There's not much we can do about it now. Let's have a quick peek at the... Okay, so the buckets are getting stored around the well, which does make a lot of sense. I'm glad we got round to doing that at least. That's something. Let's not watch them dig those chambers. Hello, what's going on here? What are you? A dense floor, fungus downward. That's not wood. Looking for some sort of creature. There was a monster of some kind toddling about. It's right there. Look, there you go. Found him. Oh, it's a reacher. Okay, it's called a reacher. That makes sense. That makes sense. I wonder if it's a jack reacher. Oh dear, we're getting to that point where we start saying we can't go to Yemen. We're an analyst. I'm fairly sure I danced to I Get Around by the Beach Boys in primary school in a play. Since it was in the mid-90s, there's almost as much time between the song's release and my performance as there is between my performance and now. Holy shit, man. I was in secondary school. Nice. Oh no. I'm so old. I'm not old. I'm not that old. Obviously. I'm a sprightly young fellow. A spring chicken, he says, coming up to his 40th. Excuse me, my nose is making some unusual noises. You hear that? It sounds like a wounded puppy. Excuse me. Let's try and get rid of that little blockage. Why are they all prattling around with bins? Why are they loading into and out of places? Oh, are they going to melt down some of the armour? Are they making more leggings to melt? I think they are. Tin armour bin. What have we got in here? Let's have a little look. This is Dayside. That's not the bin. Where's the bin? There we go. Bin. It's only got one pair of steel chain leggings in it. Disappointing, I would say. Quite disappointing. Mind you, it gets to a certain point where the leggings are of so high quality that melting them down makes the dwarves unhappy. We'll get round to it though. we'll get around to it. We'll find something else we can make instead of leggings. I believe there was a selection of 3 or 4 things we could use to dupe steel, if I'm right. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Is the alert still on? Question mark? Sal, what? Not entirely sure what alert that was. Not entirely sure what alert you refer to, sir. Sir? Excuse me. We're closer to 2050 than the 80s. Wow, when you put it like that, that does that does make it seem a bit weird. It does make it seem like quite a long time ago. Well, not seem, it was a long time ago. Ah, dear. Sorry, I'm in a moment of reverie there. As away with the fairies, having a little reminisce. For no good reason. Military alert preventing digging out the new room. Oh no, I don't think we have got an alert on. Good point to check though. No, no alerts. We're all good. We're all good. Any digging? Any more digging? Ah, somebody else has come down. They're putting the floors in. That's a good sign. Who's this digging now? It's Iden again. It looks like Playcree is no longer interested in actually being a miner, which is awkward. Let's see what he's currently up to. He's currently smelting cassiterite ore. I don't think so, mate. Furnace operator's like a side gig for you at best. Let's get rid of weaponsmithing. Let's get rid of furnace operating. Let's get you down those mines. I will allow mechanics and architecture, but anything else that keeps you away from that digging job is unacceptable. Unacceptable! There we go. Lovely little lemon grab meme for you. Hope you like that. Okay. It's happening now. It's happening now. I just saw something about cancelling because no sand. Needs sand-bearing item. Okay. Slightly concerned there. But we should be okay. Right, let's go up to the level where they start digging across and wait there, because it's going to take them a while to get up this far, isn't it? Ah, of course. Oh, a Fey Mood. Billy Bogrroll the farmer has been taken by a Fey Mood. Well, we can watch them while the tunnel gets dug. Very exciting. Okay, straight up to a Leatherworks. Okay. More artifact level bondage gear for the win. Let's have a little look and see what they go for. So first, leather, makes sense, probably dog leather. It is our primary source of leather. Another leather, probably more dog leather. And then onward, looking for something constructed, presumably. A mechanism? Probably going for a block. Yeah, gone for a stone block. By the look of it, I'm going to guess obsidian. Which is a cool material to put details on an artifact with. I like obsidian. Where to now? It looks like a gemstone of some kind, maybe? Yep, gone for a cut gem. Something brown. I'm guessing a zircon of some nature. We do seem to have quite a few of those. What next? Oh, more items. It's going to be a fairly elaborate construction. I'm guessing this is a bone. Excuse me. They're going for some kind of bone to put on it. I'm going to guess dog bone. I feel like we have a lot of dog bone. Oh, one of the babies has grown up to be a child. Very good. In it goes again, and more. Oh my goodness. More gems? Question mark? No, sorry, blocks. Back down for another block. Could be obsidian, looks a bit lighter, might be granite. More? What possible... How many ingredients do you need for a piece of leather clothing? This is insanely detailed. Okay. It's going to be like some kind of loincloth with a picture of a single dwarf weeping on it or something. We'll see. We'll see. Might end up being a piece of leather armour, you never know. Where are we going now? Please don't pick adamantine as a third tier. Not even third, like 6th tier thing. If you want metal, you go for steel or tin. Good. 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 Going for... Ooh, what's that? Okay. That could be gold. Although where we got gold from, I've got no idea. I don't think it's tin. Maybe it is. Let's click and see what they're carrying. How do we see? Is it M for misc? Nope. B for labour? No. It's not C for combat. Enter view job. Currently getting brass bars. We get brass bars. Didn't even realise we had any brass bars. Are you out of bags, perhaps, for the sand? Could be. Could be. Oh, I for inventory. That makes sense. Maybe I'll bang out a few more bags. We'll get some. What have we got? What have we got most of in terms of cloth? I'm guessing just regular old cloth bags would make sense. Oh, they've begun the mysterious construction. Well, that's exciting. We'll come back to that. And let's go to the clothier's shop and say add task, make out of cloth. I would like a cloth bag. I would like to say Alt W, Y, Shift A, bag of any cloth, 5 to 10, keeping in stock. That sounds good to me, although we may have to rescind this order because I fear we're going to end up with no bags. A shitload of cloth being used up making bags. Now we also need to go to a cloth stockpile, which is H. We need to make a bag stockpile. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In fact, let's just go all the way across like that. There we go, and then that can be nothing but bags, which I presume are cloth. Thread. Oh no, it's just types of fuck sticks. So disable the cloth, and it's finished goods? Question mark. Totems, large gems, handwear, footwear, musical instruments. Oh, I remember, you have to make some kind of container, don't you, and then choose it only from cloth. Furniture, okay, furniture. Disable, thanks Sal. Enable, type, forbid all. Buckets, bins, boxes and bags. There we go. And then we don't want anything made out of stone, we don't want anything made out of metal. Other materials, we don't want wood. Oh, for fuck's sake. Plant cloth, fine. And leather, fine. And silk, fine. Right, that seems good. Yarn? Yeah, cool. Cool. That should result in some bags being placed there. And then how do we do adjust one for sand again? No, probably merchant detritus for the brass. I reckon that's probably a good idea. Ooh, delicious pizza, yummy, yummy. Cabochons of obsidian. Oh, fancy. Have I run out of beer? What time is it? 20 past 2 in the morning. I'll save it. I've got 2 more bottles. Oh, hello. Is that the... Oh, I thought we suddenly got the order happening to finish the artifact, but apparently not. Where do I want my sand stockpile? Oh, wait, I've already dug a room out for it, haven't I? Or rather, I have the room designated, but haven't actually dug it out yet. Let's go down. Let's go up here. Ooh, made good progress. They haven't actually made it up to the water level yet. They're getting there. They're not doing terribly. Not doing terribly at all. Cool. Okay. Let them get on with it. Come back down in a bit and see how it pans out. I keep cancelling extract metal threads because they don't have any adamantine ore, but I'm kind of loath to cancel the order because eventually we will end up getting more adamantine, he says optimistically, and it will just sit there not getting sorted out if I don't have the order standing. Ah, they've made the... Here we go. Plump helmets on the go. Plump helmets, yummy, yummy. Plump helmets, yummy, yummy. How are the armourers doing? Good question, Tidy. We'll find out shortly. Billy Bogrel Kilrudshed, the farmer, has created Umarastod, a dog leather turban. She claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Bemble Brain Mirrors. Ooh, Bemble Brain Mirrors? Dog leather turban? I'm intrigued. Show me more. It's called Blushed Gulfs. Leather turban? Is there such a thing? It seems very unusual. This is a dog leather turban. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with dog leather and encircled with bands of dog leather and rectangular obsidian cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of brass. On the item is an image of wave swallows, the adamantine warhammer in gabbro. On the item is an image of Epo Bravegear, the human, in faint yellow diamond. Epo Bravegear is travelling. The artwork relates to the flight of the human Epo Bravegear into the steppe of mouths in the early spring of 242, during the third conquest of Sparkleshock. On the item is an image of icosahedral icosahedra in dogbone. On the item is an image of 3 round cabochons in gabbro. On the item is an image of wave swallows, the adamantine warhammer in cave spider silk. I mean, it's an interesting one, isn't it? A leather turban would be so sweaty. That does seem like to be the case, doesn't it? I would imagine you put that on and it's not exactly going to wick the fluid away from your scalp, is it? Could a turban be worn as a cold weather cover? I suppose that kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. I know, right? Hybernoe? Surely all icosahedra are icosahedral. Maybe not though. Maybe there's some sort of non-Euclidean icosahedra that doesn't actually conform to its mathematical bounds. I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. Go and ask Marcus de Sotoy. He'll know. Or at least he'll know how to find out. Okay, so, where were we? Oh yeah. Waiting for the glass to kick in. Sure, that's fine. Maybe that'll happen soon. I see someone hauling a bag, which suggests to me a little bit of sand is being prepared for our glass workshops. It's good. Maybe we should make some kind of display stand and bung that artifact hammer in one of these rooms, because frankly... Oh, actually, we could engrave these, couldn't we? Let's do it. D, E, for engrave. And you know what? I'm just going to engrave every fucking inch of these places and see how it works out. Obviously, the stuff under furniture is going to be a problem, but Polycarp bangs out beautiful engravings so quickly that I don't think we need to worry. And now he's at such a masterful level that I feel like a couple of his engravings are probably going to make the fortress, make the rooms very valuable. It's going to put the value up super high. Let's have a look at his first couple of engravings. What we got here? Detailed gabbro wall. Engraved on the wall is a masterfully designed image of Rackfill Crude Bottle, the human, and a dog by Polycarp. The dog is striking down Rackfill Crude Bottle. The artwork relates to the killing of the human Rackfill Crude Bottle by a dog in Sparkleshock in the Steppe of Mouths in the early spring of 242 during Ithrekrislu, the Crazed Siege. Okay, a man being killed by a dog. I mean, it's perfect farm guild material, I'd say. Seems very apt. Just the right kind of thing you want on the wall while you're hearing a lecture about seeds and crop rotation. Yeah? I think so. I mean, personally, whenever I'm in an academic setting or trying to learn something and get that stuck in my memory, I do it while looking at pictures of dogs killing people. That's not true. Just in case anyone was wondering. Just in case anyone was choosing to take me very literally. I'm liking the fact that we now have a lot of engraving going on here. Let's check to see the value. Question mark? There we go. The Natural Dell and the Sepia Fog. It's a guild hall. Okay, the other one is just a meeting place, but this one is now at least officially a guild hall. Nice. Keep going. Keep going. We can now bang out very high quality guild halls quite quickly, I think. Especially looking at the speed at which they're engraving and smoothing. And they're just slamming down the masterpieces one after another. We are also probably increasing the value of the fortress precipitously. I would imagine it's probably doubled since we began the stream with all the engraving we've done. Come on. Engrave those floors. I reckon you are pretty good, Tidy. You've been doing it for a while. Let's have a little look. Let's see this one when it's finished. There we go. Let's have a little look. Engraved is an exceptional tidy Stakuzdan rendition of the courageous armours, an exceptionally designed image of a circle. The image is the symbol of Cryptbeards the Fresh, a local dwarven government. So it's a rendition of a perfect circle. It's nice, not the bad. No problem, Dave. I understand what you're saying, and let me point out that we're probably at maximum got another 30 minutes to go, so don't feel like you can't shut the stream down. There's always the VODs if you must catch up. There's always the VODs. I'm going to feel good when I go to bed. I was up early this morning, and for some reason I decided to carry on till at least 2:30 or 3 o'clock, according to the promotional materials. Tidy was my legendary statue maker in my last fortress. That's a good point. We don't actually have any statues in this fortress yet, do we? Let's set up a stockpile for them. P, U for furniture, and then we'll say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. There we go. That'll do. Nice big statue stockpile. Why not? Have a selection available. Oh, hang on. Okay. Furniture. Forbid all types, find statues, there we go, and then I'll go down to the masons workshops and put a standing order in for statues. How about that? Add S, no, U for statue, boom, Alt W, yes please, good, fantastic, and that should start being filled up pretty quickly, I think. I made many statues of squares. That's it. They love their prime shapes, don't they, dwarves? They love a little bit of just geometry. Plain old geometry. Come on, upstairs. Oh, okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to being able to unleash some fluids on this magma. Don't know how we're going to affect the levels of the water in here. I mean, there's a shitload of water, and if it touches the edge of the map, which it doesn't do there, or there, is that touching? It is touching the edge of the map. Okay, so essentially we've got an infinite supply of water coming. That's how it works, isn't it? Question mark? I think that's how it works. Wait, what have I done? Oh, okay, here we go. There we go, that makes sense. For a second I thought we had the breaching corridor at the wrong level, but it's okay. Everything's fine. Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Etc, etc. I like the first Lego movie, I thought it was pretty good, but the second one just didn't capture me or the kids. We ended up abandoning it before the end. Maybe I'm missing something, maybe I need to go back and watch it again, but oh, hello, we've got to save. Gotta wait. But it just didn't pull me in the same way. I had to make a statue of each of my namey dwarves with dwarves' choice about what the historical character was doing. Heavens above. My goodness. Always more thought and craft in all of your Dwarf Fortress content than anything I've ever produced, Sal. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. That is a good point. What did happen? Also, I can't even remember what happened to my own fortress. Didn't we just succumb to sort of repeated undead sieges, whereas this fortress is now nicely sealed in and doesn't really have to worry too much about what's going on the surface? Although we are under a pretty substantial siege right now. Should we check to see what's there? Once the save is finished, I'll have a little peek. I'll have a little scooch and see what kind of incursion we've got going on. Oh, my back. Sofa's alright for sitting on. It's comfy for a while, but a little bit too long and it starts to get uncomfortable. And also, it's a bit warm, a bit sweaty. Oh, I remember. Yes, of course, it was the reclaim fault for me, wasn't it? Excuse me. Here we go. Right, let's have a little look and see. Winter is coming. Winter has come, as old Sean Bean said. Let's have a little look and see. Oh, this is the dead. Here's the others. Holy fucking hell. Okay, we've got quite a few undead. Probably more than we could reliably use our cage traps to defend against, to be honest. That kind of amount of undead makes this look like a piddling number of traps. A trifle to overcome. Maybe let's put more cage traps in, to be honest. That might make a bit of sense. Just to bring them up to here. And again, we could try the spikes, couldn't we? Make some upright spikes. In fact, aren't spikes a decent way to dupe steel? Then again, do we want to do dupe steel with things we want to use? It seems like a mistake, doesn't it? It seems foolish. It seems it's too optimistic. Let's have a little look and see what the stocks are like. Bars. 136 steel bars. That's not many more than we started with, to be honest. I feel like we haven't actually produced that much. Mind you, that could very much be because we've made too many high quality steel trousers and we need to be getting rid of some of them. Oh, we're going to check the armourers, weren't we? Let me have a little look at the armourers and see how they're doing. We've got a level 19, a level 5, a level 2 and a level 1, so nothing too exciting. Spikes aren't terribly good against undead. That's a good point, actually. We should probably try and make some hammers, some steel hammer traps. That might make sense. They should make enemies tunnel into your fort, just like RimWorld. Oh, maybe, maybe not. I feel like that's perhaps a bridge too far when it comes to sieges, right? Or maybe not. Maybe not. Although he's considering something along those lines. Shit. Okay, why have we paused? Oh, Hibernoe, you've had a baby. Ah, well done. Congratulations. You've had a baby, you've had a baby. When they asked if they could bone you, you didn't say maybe. You've had a baby, you've had a... What the fuck am I doing? Very, very weird little song. Gross in a way. Let's hope that our tunnel into the water zone is coming along. It is. It is. Dwarves being unable to close the gates seems undwarfish. Yeah, you want to be able to lock people inside. Have a nice little isolated society that you can open up every now and again. That's all right, Hibernoe. You're more than welcome. Song's not the strong point of this stream, it has to be said. More effort being put into turtling, like lava moats to prevent sappers. Oh, okay. That kind of makes sense. That feels kind of good. I like the idea of that. I like it. Oh, climbing enemies. Pain in the arse that is. Mind you, it's relatively straightforward to prevent against, to defend against. It's not too bad. Could be worse. Digging out. Digging out. Yeah, getting there. Oh ho, oh ho ho. I know, I know. Okay, so they're gonna get to digging these tunnels out pretty soon. It's not too bad. We can put some floodgates in. We can do a bit of channeling, and then we have to figure out a way to get them out of there. Oh, trader is dehydrated. Question mark. Are they currently in the grip of a mood? Are they currently being a miserable one? Yes, they are. According to Dwarf Therapist, they are in the middle of a melancholy. Stricken by melancholy. Not ideal. How about the dining hall? Is that an option to keep them happy? Got a couple of missing tables. Don't know why that construction's suspended. It shouldn't be. And I'm also not sure why there's an actual, like, honest to goodness gap there. Surely there should be a table in there. There we go. That's filled in some of the gaps. Very nice. Oh, look at our dining hall, fully engraved now. Very nice. We should probably designate it as an actual dining hall, shouldn't we? So let's take this thing, press R, and then we don't really want to flood fill it. Oh shit, we need to put doors on it, don't we? Alright, settle down. Build doors. There we go. Door here. Door. That's an armour stand for some reason. No, that is a door. D. There we go. Door there. Another obsidian door, please. Ah, shit, we've got it. Right then, the Gabbro door. Whatever. That's all done, and then maybe if I put little walls over the thing there to close them off, is that a good idea? Let's put tables in first. Build. That's attraction bench. Table. So I want to put tables in the middle. That's not what I want. Table. There we go, planning. Tables in the middle here. And each of my nobblies will have a chair in their little alcove, and they'll have their own personal private dining space. It'll be great. They'll love it. They will get sweet, sweet tingles from it. I feel confident. Okay, let's put that there. CP. Chair placement. There we go. No, not like that. No, like that. That's it. That's what you want to see. Arse. Okay. Got that one misaligned. That's fine. All we've got to do is go back and get rid of it. Nobody need panic. Everybody remain calm. Everybody breathe. Well, that should really go without saying. If anyone ever tells you to stop breathing, it's not normally a good sign. Probably they're trying to suffocate you. Just a guess. Just a guess. Might not be the case. Who knows? Maybe they're trying to save you by hiding you from someone who can hear your breath. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Fortress has to be able to turtle at some level. There's a few empty door spaces here, aren't there? Let's fill out some door holes. There's one, there's two. There's one there. Put the door on that as well. Oh, I think everything else has a door on it, right? On this floor at least, yes. It's a lovely dining room, isn't it? We can't really assign it until we've done all these booth ones, and then I'll make the dining hall nice and big. Although, can you, instead of flood filling, designating a dining hall, can you do it by a different way? Not really. Or do I just make a series of dining halls this size? Going to need more tables to do that. Okay, I can do that though. Build the not traps, tables. Do it with planning mode. Empty space, chair, table. Huh? There we go. Okay, chair, space, chair, table. Go, chair, space, chair, table. Oh, nice! Look, it just lines up with the edge of the wall. Splendid news. Okay, chair, space, chair, table. Good, good, yeah. Chair, space, chair, table. Nearly there. chair, space, chair, table. Lovely. Right, let's go back to getting chairs in. There we go. What? Question mark. There we go. It's going to take a little while, but we should be okay. We should get it all done relatively straightforwardly. And then we're going to have way more seating than we need for the dwarves we have in this fortress. Like, easily more than 4 times as much as we need, right? He says, perhaps a shade overconfidently. And it's actually going to be a series of dining halls rather than one gigantic dining hall by the looks of things. Unless we can link them up after the fact. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, food stockpile at the end of the corridor. Good. Good. Everything's good. Let's go and look at the water, because I feel like that's the project to finish the stream with, right? Our little water boys. Nearly there. They have to go so far back to get food and drink and stuff, and it's getting ridiculous, to be honest. If anyone complains about a lack of chairs, they're going in the pit. I think so, Tidy. It makes sense. Straight into the volcano. Could invite them in for tea. I'm not entirely certain that's going to work as a strategy for keeping our dwarves alive. I feel like that's going to be a problem. Come on, dig the tunnels. Dig the funky tunnels. Come on. Am I going to need floodgates on this level? Don't know if I will. I am going to need a drawbridge to seal it up from the cavern. Because I'm gonna have to. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to dig back to the main stairwell and then seal it off with walls. I think that makes sense, right? Actually, yeah, it's better than floodgates. Sorry, better than bridges. Walls are more permanent. I can't accidentally flip a switch and have them open again. Okay. Keep digging, dwarves. Come on. You can do this. You can give us some sweet stuff. Oh, let's check out the value of our farm places again. Grand guild halls. We've got 2 grand guild halls. Very nice. Should we no point having a messenger. Do we have any stuff here? No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Maybe I should make some more guild halls. We could pop in some armor smithing guild halls. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Can you do it before anyone requests it? Let's find out. We'll make it a low priority though. It's going to be priority 5. I'll put hold there. Bosh. Dosh, dosh, dosh. There we go. Dig it out and smooth it and engrave it, and it'll be fine. It'll be a grand guild hall in no time. I like the fact that we've now got 2 grand guild halls already for the farm guilds. That's nice. Maybe we should check out where the magma stops and start thinking about doing another volcano temple over the top of the magma again. It seems to stop at the very lip. Oh, hello. Bemble's had a baby. Okay. I mean, it's not really something I was interested in finding out about, but whatever. I mean, maybe I can do some... Maybe the temples don't need to be directly connected to the volcano, right? Maybe they could just be round it? Maybe? Question mark? Maybe I could dig out a big room around the volcano. This is obsidian, right? You can smooth the obsidian. It'll look pretty cool. And then maybe we could build like a glass wall around it and then fortify the obsidian so it just oozes in and fills up the green glass wall, maybe? Question mark? Okay, thinking about it. Might make good temple space. We'll see. Okay, well we'll get an armour smithing and a weaponsmithing guild up and running so we can get some lectures going. Hopefully it'll increase the number of adamantine weapons and armour that get made in our moods. That'd be nice. Give them some moodable skills. Everyone gets a little bit of the skill at the base of their character sheet to work from. Okay. Looking good here. Things are ticking along nicely. The tin bins are getting made. The cassiterite's being smelted. Not that it needs to be. We don't really have a whole heap of use for tin. Mind you, between shifting goblets around and moving tables and chairs, we're keeping all our idlers busy. Let's check to see how many. Not even made 50 goblets yet. Getting there though. Banging through them. Hopefully we'll end up with some masterworks. That'd be nice. It did. In the Fort That Couldn't Die, the fact that we just every mood turned out to be an adamantine weapon or piece of armour was glorious. I loved it. Like, imagine sending someone out to battle in a full suit of artifact adamantine armour with artifact weapons. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Hang on a minute, where are my militaries thinking about it? Let's have a quick look and see what our squad's up to skill-wise. I'm going over to Dwarf Therapist. Can have a little look at the bridges of work. There's 10 of them. How are their skills? Huh? Oh, gone back up to the top of the list, that's why. They don't really seem to have learned much of anything at all. Even their armour use is a bit cack, isn't it? Their wrestling skill hasn't really gone up. Their discipline seems to be going up, but that's about it. Dodge and base fight kind of going up a bit. Maybe it's because they don't have the weapons to train with. We probably should start banging out some training weapons, shouldn't we? Let's put in an order for some... In fact, before we do that, what I want to do is set up some stockpiles for their arms and armour that they use, and I'm going to do it in a little separate armoury. Let's put another order in to dig. This one's going to be priority 3 because I want it made fairly quickly. This is going to be the barracks armoury. Just going to fill it in here. There we go. And it'll be all good. Oh, thank you for the poop in chat there. Let's take you back over to the fortress. As you can see, making the armoury just here next to the barracks. And then we can put some segregated stockpiles in to see what goes on. To see what goes on. Be nice. Be lovely. Full adamantine armour and a silver whip. Oof. Very nice. Very nice. With maybe some adamantine accents on the whip. That would be nice. Just to get the value up, you know. A little bit of blue and silver. I think it'd work well. Right, come on, lads. How's it going with the old waterworks? Get in there? Not really. Taking sweet, sweet time. Sweet, sweet time. Burr, burr, burr. Actually, I could put the floodgates down at the bottom, couldn't I? If I put the floodgates in this corridor here. I suppose I could put them at the top and the bottom, couldn't I? Kind of makes sense. I also want to start thinking about digging out the room above here, so we're going to say dig priority 4. I feel like if we dig here, there we go. That should be okay, right? Go down the floor. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. And then if we start channeling out, we should be able to flood some water on it, and it'll be good. It will be good, I think. What happened to the fort that couldn't die? Well, Dave, funny you should say that. It died. Oh dear. It's late at night. Of course I'm laughing at that kind of joke. Right, where are we? Let's check what we've done and what we haven't done. They are lagging behind a bit on the table situation, but that's okay. That's okay. The goblets flying off the shelves, that's good. Statues are being made, that's good. I am not seeing an enormous quantity of other stuff taking place though. It doesn't seem like we're making very much. I feel like we should make 10 steel swords relatively soon, right? Excuse me, just to get them in the old barracks armory as soon as possible, he says, not really knowing if that's essential or not. They could probably go to other stockpiles, but I feel like if it's closer to the barracks, then it's going to work better that way, right? I know, it's a question that almost answers itself. Almost. Okay, got enough. We've got our stockpile of rock statues full, that's good. Maybe, just maybe. Should I connect this to the main stairwell now just for ease of digging? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to put a little line down here. That. Line across here, like this. And then a line across like that. And this one is going to go over here. Like this. Across like this. And down like that. There we go. Make it priority 1, you sad sack. There we go. Over here, down here. Come on. That's it. That's what we want to see. Priority 1 diggage. And then, just to make sure they do that first, we'll turn all these bits into priority 2. Go down the floor. Priority 2, gosh. That was priority 2, wasn't it? Yep. And so they'll dig those bits out first, just to get access to the face. Nice. And then we can just block them off with walls when it comes time. That's the theory, at least. That's the theory. Actually, I was trying to deliberately destroy that fortress, and it just wasn't happening. I opened up gates to hell, and like everyone was just sort of standing around going, and the demons come when? And it turns out the answer to that question is whenever they fucking choose, which is basically never. It's a bit annoying. But hey, it could have been worse. The whole fortress could have been on fire. Yay! Then wouldn't that be horrible? Come on. Get those tables and chairs in. Ah, some of our nobles have got their rooms ready. Okay, that's good. So there we go. Enter. Assign table. This can go to the mayor. Auto assign to the mayor. This one over here, although it's currently the same person, can go to the bookkeeper. Enter. Assign table. Looks like beard. No. Assign table. Looks like beard. To bookkeeper. So it's this one, that's the mayor, that one belongs to the bookkeeper. This one can go to, militia commander, sure, why not? Auto assign. This one can go to assign Druid's Mead, the manager, lovely, you get that one. And then this one goes to, oops. Enter. Sign goes to. Is that another militia commander? Could give it to him. So this one goes to Sal, the broker. Go, and then there's one here. Sign table. That's all our nobles. Let's just get this one to a militia commander. Why not? Shorast Febasem. That should do it. That's all our nobles who need dining halls, isn't it? Let's have a look. Oh, mandate, you say? Hello, what's this? Who else is a mandate? The bookkeeper? Oh, it's because the mayor and the bookkeeper are the same person. That makes sense. Make crowns. We can manage that. JMQCROWN. Make me a tin crown. Go on, tin crown. Bang. Make 2 of them. whitewash. In fact, let's also make some rock crowns. Oops. QCROWN. Rock crowns. There we go. 2 of those, please. Thank you. That should fulfil the mandate relatively quickly and stop him from going loopy. Be nice. Good stuff. Right, we're getting very close to the end of the stream now. It's 2 minutes to 3 in the morning, which suggests to me a suitable time for calling it quits. But ideally, before that happens, I would like to see a little bit more of this done. Right? They are taking some sweet time getting around doing this, aren't they? Even at 34 frames a second, I expect them to move a bit faster. Oh, it's Iden. He's basically a novice. No wonder it's going so slow. I thought it would end up being old Clay Cree, but turns out, no. Not at all. I wonder where Clay Cree is at the moment. Let me have a quick look at what he's doing. I'll look in Dwarf Therapist, don't worry. Oh, another dwarf's died. Don't know who it was, but we're now on 56 adults, 17 children, and 4 vulnerable babies. Oh, Clay Cree is currently diagnosing a patient. Holy shit, he's a doctor. I had no idea. Let's set up a chief medical dwarf, shall we? Got a chief medical dwarf? Not yet. We don't want Clay Cree doing it. He's a novice diagnostician. We want English, the diagnoser here, doing it. They're talented. Anyone else? No. So English, gosh, talented diagnostician. Lovely. What requirements does a medical dwarf have? Meager quarters. Already got them. Everything's fine. How groovy. Please don't be my other minor that I've just sent up to the hospital. That would be annoying. Highly annoying. We should probably start looking and seeing who there is to raid after the stream. Mind you, at 3 in the morning, how many possible viewers could we have left? There's got to be about 10 people watching, right? Let's have a little look at the category for Dwarf Fortress and see... Oh my goodness, there's 102 people currently watching Dwarf Fortress. We've got old Blue Zest still available. 0x Diamond. And Sayadid. What do we reckon? Blue Zest or 0x Diamond? What do we reckon? Any preferences, chat? We have raided Blue Zest on a number of occasions. So maybe we should spread the love a little bit wider and thinner? Spread the love wider and thinner? That doesn't sound right at all. That sounds terribly rude. Come on, miners, get these tunnels dug. It takes forever. 26. Okay, that makes sense. We wouldn't be at our high of 40 plus. That would be insane. Not at this late, especially now that the ramble has got to a certain sort of cadence. Not a cadence. Rhythm. That's the word. We've slowed down a bit. We're not quite as ramblesome as we were at the beginning of the stream, but equally, it's not like there's ages and ages of silence punctuated by outbursts of "Oh, I should have done that. Oh, I should have done that." That sometimes happens. Nobody ever raids the poor bot. I know, Harold Beaver, but I mean, it just feels like so wasteful. There's somebody there who would enjoy the raid, and it feels like going and raiding the bot is going to kind of be like, beep boop. I do not care about your human eyes watching me. I shall continue to do this no matter what. Beep boop, beep boop. You know, it just feels like you could be better making somebody else happy, right? Then again, maybe a machine does need to be made happy. Certainly once AIs become our overlords, it would make sense to keep them happy. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we should be upsetting computers at every opportunity. Oh dear, so knackered. I think we'll go with the guy that we haven't raided before. Blue Zest has 64 viewers right now. He doesn't need help. He doesn't need help. Hello, Milo is back. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. The aim of the game is to basically construct a functioning fort. The game lies somewhere between City Skylines and Banished and games of that ilk. It's basically just set tasks for your dwarves. They'll dig tunnels. In this instance, this guy's digging a little tunnel here, and keep them alive. Although it is also not exactly so straightforward as that. It's complicated. I feel like you've neglected poor old Dr. Shipman tonight. I mean, poor old is a bit of a statement. I'm not entirely sure I need to give him any TLC right now, but maybe I have. Maybe I have. Let's have a little check of the hospital. Who's in hospital? That's the question. And why? It's probably also a decent question. I'm not seeing anybody at the moment. Yeah. No one to diagnose. Maybe we should start putting together some traction benches. That might make a good idea. Oh no, there is someone in here. Sarvesh. What's wrong with you, Sarvesh? Can we see your wounds? Let's go over to the dwarf therapist and take a look and see if we can see how hurt Sarvesh is. Full name, Sarvesh Lancedangled. Okay. Sarvesh. Is that him? Actually, we could check the wounds on the health. It should show some wounds, shouldn't it? We go to sort by nothing rather than squad. Sort by name, down to Sarvesh. There we go. One of the Sarveshes is healthy. This Sarvesh isn't. This Sarvesh is currently... What does that say? Oh, it's got a dressing on. Oh, those are treatments. Sorry. They are currently hungry, unconscious, unable to stand, has their head torn open, and their neck smashed apart. Oh, an interesting combination of wounds. And how did that happen? Let's check the combat reports. The horse is fighting? What? Oh, this is all outside, isn't it? Yeah, this is all outside. We don't need to worry about that. Why is Sarvesh? The peasant Sarvesh is fighting. And where were you fighting, sir? The woodcutter attacks the peasant. Okay. In the corridor on the bedroom floor. Interesting. Perhaps a lover's quarrel. Taken a little bit too far if it's smashed the tissue of the neck. Seems a bit much, doesn't it? Seems like an overreaction to pretty much anything. Could be from the collapse, but that seems to be a long time ago. That was a long time ago. That was like at least an hour and a half, 2 hours. Battle trance sounds. Maybe? I don't think I noticed any myself. Could be wrong though. Right, let's go back to the water tunnel. See how that's going. Oh my god, how long does it take to dig a fucking tunnel? Somebody's brought their baby to the dig. I suppose that must make sense in some wacky world. Oh no, they've come to haul some stone. Well, that doesn't seem sensible at all. This corridor is miles away from anywhere. What possible value could the stone at this distance have over nearby stone? Come on, dwarves. Give me a break. No, I know what we don't have actually. We don't have any wheelbarrows, do we? Maybe I should bang a few of those out. Let's JMQ UHL. What do we make them out of? We can make tin wheelbarrows, but that feels a little... Yeah. Let's just make them out of wood. It's not like we're short of beds at the moment. We can always go up to the surface briefly the next time we're not under siege. Let's make 50 wheelbarrows. Bosh. And then we can start going around giving various stockpiles access to wheelbarrows. That'd be quite handy. Nighty night, Hyber Nowhere, you get to sleep. I'm going to be finishing very shortly, so don't worry about missing stuff. The trance sounds from your game. The blue area up here, this is what is known euphemistically, for those interested in maintaining spoiler discipline, as candy. Although, they give you 3 seconds before I just spoil everything. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully, if you didn't want to hear this, you've abandoned the stream. But it's adamantine, the most amazing, beautiful and powerful metal ever found by dwarves, which we've dug up from down here in the very depths of the fortress. It's this stuff. this blue stuff currently going in a big spire down the magma. And unfortunately, if you breach the wrong area, which is almost certainly this area and areas above it, you open a gateway into hell, which is not what you would call optimal. In fact, deeply suboptimal. Stand and deliver your money or your life. Sorry, getting a little adamanty there. All you've got to do is dig out the tunnel, guys. I feel like I'm going to have to abandon ship. It's so late, I'm getting quite sleep deprived. Maybe we just wait until next session for them to dig this tunnel out. I feel like it'll happen, right? It's so close to getting done. So close. You know what? I know I said I was going to get it done. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Millows Bang. Much appreciated. Very nice of you. What a gesture. What a beautiful gesture. Yeah, but I feel like for tonight, it's maybe it. Because here in the UK, it's 3:10 in the morning. And as such, I should probably be going to bed relatively soon. It feels like a bit of a cop-out though. Just a few more minutes and we might actually have that water down to the magma so we can turn it into obsidian, dig it out and get the adamantine. Is this a miner? If this is a good miner heading towards the stone face, then cool. No, it's somebody collecting gems from the corridor. Meh. Well, it's not so much... I mean, the floodgates I don't mind doing next time, but at least get the tunnels done. We won't do the channeling. We won't open it. We won't open it. You can talk, Dave. You've got to get to bed as well. Oh, my back. Oh. Ooh, at least I've already done the dishwasher. I can go straight to bed afterwards. That's the main thing. Oh, we've still got to raid as well, haven't we? Let me just check there's no new players on the scene. Not yet. We'll do 0x diamond, I think. Just because it's a new Dwarf Fortress face. And why not welcome a new Dwarf Fortress streamer? I assume, because I haven't seen them before. They might not be new. Why not welcome them with a few people with a raid? It's all good. It's all good. Okay, they're not going to dig this anywhere quick enough for my tastes. What the hell are the miners doing? Let's just quickly head over to Therapist. Quickly have a look at what our miners are up to. 3 miners? I could have sworn we had 4. You're currently... Why have you got furnace operating back on as a job? Claycrete, I definitely told you to stop that. Eden, what else have you got on? Nothing, that's fine. Let's get wood burning off as a job as well. Let's do that. Commit. Now, maybe if my legendary miner isn't distracted by all sorts of nonsense and bullshit, they'll get some more stuff done, but we'll see. Now, presumably, if I didn't turn off his jobs, if I didn't turn off his other non-mining jobs, then I didn't give those peasants the orders to do mining. But it seems very much like they're all currently busy learning to be weaponsmiths. Pourquoi? Let's take a couple of those off weaponsmithing, stick them on mining, see if we can get this dug out a tad quicker. Just a bit quicker. Still got to do that parallel world fortress. Oh man, are you talking about the one that we're doing with Sal? Or the old parallel world fortress? Because that was a while ago now. That was months ago. I'd catch up and do the Sal one instead. That would make more sense if that was the one you were waiting for. Good lord, that is ancient. I wouldn't even remember what it was like. Mind you, if you had a good idea for it, could be fun just to do it for your own entertainment. Why not? That's what I say. Okay, we're getting there. The miners are actually coming now, rather than being busy for some reason operating my smelter is. They've decided to head down and get into the thick of it. Let's zoom in a little bit. Come on. Who's this? Claycree? No. Come on, Claycree, where are you? Is this you, Claycree? That's Claycree. Watch him rip through the rocks like they're not even there. Bosh. 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 Okay, he's not as quick as I thought. But he's still quicker than the other guy, for sure. And at 48 frames a second, this will be over in no time. We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Ralph, we haven't killed any puppies at all this stream. That's a very good point. Let's quickly make good on the poll that we took earlier. Let's get some puppies on the chopping block. Here we go. We got rid of a few... Oh! All the puppies grew up. Oh, that's nice. That means we get way more leather and dog meat. Good. Don't kill the bull. Oh, I was about to say we could milk that, but heavens above. I don't know if I want to be the person assigned to milking bulls. Although I hear that's worth a lot of money. Bull milk, quite a lot of trade value if it's a big bull. Ba-dum-bum-bum, ba-dum-bum-bum. Well, it's lovely of you to hang around with us, Dave, but don't go past your sleep threshold. Always remember to get enough sleep. There's always the VODs, and then eventually, if you've got the patience to wait months, the YouTube videos will eventually go up. Oh, hello, this isn't looking too bad. They're clearing the corridor out nicely. What about this one up here? Oh, I might get this done. Right, let's put the floodgates in as well. So, D... No, not D. BX for floodgate. Pop one in there. We make it out of Gabbro, why not? And then another one right there, made out of Gabbro, and another one right there, made out of Gabbro. Lovely. And then we're going to need a lever for flooding, which I will put down by the actual area here. So build trap component lever, and we bang that here. Yeah, screw it, put it there. Okay, so now we have floodgates here, which we can close actually, can't we? In preparation. There we go. Add pull. Oh, there we go. Close that lever. Come back up again. Back up to the top. Once those floodgates are in. Well, they're already installed. No, of course not. That's insane. How could they get installed that quickly, scoundrel? Come on. Don't be a papega. Puppy biscuits. Puppy biscuits sounds like a euphemism for dog turds. Anyone want to beat on those floodgates? Bet on those floodgates getting stuck open? Oh god, let's hope not. Let's hope not. Puppy tripe roast. We do have a second set of floodgates down the bottom as well, so it's not like we're completely floodgates. It's not like we have no chance. We could actually smooth it all off, couldn't we? I know that has some beneficial effect. Don't quite know what that is, but I'm sure it has some beneficial effect. So it's just this stuff we need to channel out, isn't it, over here? Should be all good. Should be all good. So let's get these floodgates in. Come on, here's the first one coming. First floodgate, second floodgate. Oh wow. It's all going buttery smooth now we've got our miners away from the furnaces. Here comes the third. Very nice. Third floodgate, get put in. Bang! Right, let's have a little look. Didn't I make all of them out of the same material? What? Oh no, Gabbro and Daysite. Fine. Right, now let's go and have a look at the levers. That's not been built yet. Is it currently underway? Needs a mechanic. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It'll be lovely. It'll be all good. How are our food stockpiles? That's not food. Food is kitchen. Kitchen is food. Pigtails and plump helmets, doing okay. Actually, getting a bit low on plump helmets. 298 seems low for what I want. Seeds, don't need to look at. Lots of dwarven wine available, that's fine. Nobody's going to go with that booze. And we have 1 yak's milk. Holy shit, they go through that dog meat pretty rapidly, don't they? Man, they eat nothing but plump helmets. It's surprising this fortress is as psychologically stable as it is. You'd have thought they'd have gone stir crazy just from eating nothing but plump helmets. Okay, come on, build the lever. Somebody get in here and build the lever. I definitely should have stopped the stream by now, but I just want to get the thing done. Come on. Come on, build the lever. Get those linked up. Got to count to 10, and if no one's down here to fix it, that's it. Stream over. We're going on a raid. 10, 9. So let's try that again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's it. That's it. Stream's over, boys. The dwarves couldn't get down to the lever quick enough to save the broadcast. What a tragedy. Let's pause the Simon Swirler and say to those of you watching the YouTube recording, thank you very much. However do you put up with these epically long videos, you mad people? Bye.